What if I told you there was once a mortal so confident in her skills that she dared to challenge a god? Arachne, the gifted weaver of Greek mythology, wasn't just talented, she was extraordinary. But when she claimed her craft surpassed even that of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and crafts, she set the stage for one of the most dramatic showdowns in mythological history. Welcome to Legends Reimagined, where we uncover the timeless stories of history, mythology, and literature with a fresh perspective. Today we're diving into the tale of Arachne, a story of hubris, defiance, and transformation. Arachne wasn't born into privilege. She came from a humble background, yet her weaving skills elevated her to fame. People from across the land marveled at her work, describing it as if the threads themselves were alive. But with talent came pride, and pride, as Greek mythology so often reminds us, can lead to ruin. It wasn't enough for Arachne to be praised by mortals. She boldly claimed that her skills were superior to Athena's, the goddess who not only inspired weaving, but was also its divine patron. Her words weren't whispered. They were a direct challenge. And in ancient Greece, challenging the gods never went unnoticed. Disguised as an old woman, Athena visited Arachne, offering a warning wrapped in kindness. "Beware," she said, "of claiming equality with the gods. Show humility and perhaps you'll be spared." But Arachne, steadfast in her pride, dismissed the warning. She refused to acknowledge that anyone, divine or mortal, could rival her artistry. That's when Athena revealed her true form, her divine presence filling the room. The challenge was officially accepted, a weaving contest between mortal and goddess. The stakes, honor, pride, and perhaps the very fabric of Arachne's existence. As the contest began, both looms came to life. Athena wove a magnificent tapestry celebrating the gods' power and their triumphs over chaos. It was a masterwork of divine glory and order. Arachne, however, took a bolder approach. Her tapestry exposed the gods' flaws, Zeus's betrayals, Poseidon's rage, and even Athena's own role in the darker moments of mythology. The detail in Arachne's work was breathtaking. Her threads seemed to mock the gods, blending beauty with brutal truth. It wasn't just skill, it was audacity woven into every stitch. When the tapestries were complete, the onlookers were stunned. Arachne's work was flawless, perfect in execution, bold in storytelling. Even Athena had to admit it was superior, but perfection came at a price. Athena's pride was wounded, but it was the content of Arachne's tapestry that enraged her. The mortal had dared to expose the gods' imperfections, their hypocrisies, and their mistakes. The air crackled with divine fury. Athena struck Arachne's tapestry, destroying it in a flash of wrath. Realizing the gravity of her defiance, Arachne was overcome with despair. She fled, consumed by shame, and hung herself. But the story doesn't end there. Athena, though angry, wasn't entirely without pity. She transformed Arachne into a spider, ensuring that her weaving skills would endure for eternity. From that moment on, Arachne's descendants spun their intricate webs, silent, tireless reminders of her defiance and the consequences of challenging the gods. Arachne's story is more than a myth. It's a cautionary tale about pride, ambition, and knowing one's place in the grand order of things. In Greek mythology, hubris, the excessive pride that challenges the divine, is a recurring theme, and Arachne's fate is a vivid reminder of its consequences. But her story also sparks deeper questions. Was Arachne wrong to challenge Athena? Or was her punishment an overreaction from a wounded ego? Could her defiance be seen as an act of bravery, a mortal daring to speak truth to power? In the end, Arachne's tale resonates because it speaks to universal struggles, the tension between human ambition and the limits imposed by a higher power, the fine line between confidence and arrogance, and the consequences of standing against authority. What do you think? Was Arachne a cautionary example of hubris, or was she a hero in her own right, unafraid to challenge even the gods? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into mythology, don't forget to subscribe to Legends Reimagined. Join us next time as we unravel more stories from history, mythology, and literature, bringing the past alive in ways you've never imagined. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, every legend has its threads of truth.